Okay, this is really awkward already. Okay, so anyways, I had an idea. And my idea was basically to turn me into a clown. But this clown, like, she's gonna have blue contour, red into purple eyeshadow, and like on her nose, with her red nose, there's going to be a star on that red nose. Kind of like the ball from Coraline. Anyways, you guys, I'm sure you guys know the drill. Face paint kit, soapy water. I'm gonna add a little bit of this in there just to keep my face nice and clean and to also help activate the product. Okay, so I am obviously going to start with white for this look because white is the base color for this look, and y'all can see my jewelry box. But yeah, I'm going to start with the white, which I hope doesn't come out too gray because it's kind of mixed with a little bit of gray, but I hope it's fine. Hopefully it's fine, but yeah, basically I'm just going to do the base. So my English class, we had our first kind of like assignment. It's called a round table, and what we had to do is we had to like look up articles about the 94 calls to action. And if you don't know what that is, I suggest looking it up, but pretty much it's this thing that I think indigenous people wrote it, or indigenous peoples wrote it to kind of like give the government kind of tips on how they can help reconcile with them. And also like it's just really good because like our history is kind of but our history's kind of bad and we need to do a lot of actions to make up for it. So, and I'm not one of those people who are like, oh, it's so stupid that we have to do a indigenous course about, like, I think it's kind of silly that it's an English course. I think it should be more like the grade 10 history course, like the mandatory history course. I don't understand why they made it an English class, but I do understand why we need it as a class. Anyways, I feel like during this like round table discussion, I was talking like way too much and like nobody else would talk.
Chatter, chatter, chatter. You never stop talking.
Like, actually, the people who talked, and some of them talked way too much. So my ex talking stage is also in my English class. And oh my goodness, is he annoying! I hate him. So, for context, I was talking to this guy, and the whole reason why we stopped talking is because he gave me creepo vibes. But basically, he like just kind of annoyed me about how much like he was coming around me and my friends, and I was like, when I'm with my friends, I am with my friends, not you. I'm not trying to be around you. Get away from me. I have math. But like anyway, he was like going on so much about his, and I was like, dude, we're supposed to be like having a discussion and building off of each other's points. And like kind of being like, oh yes, you said this, my thing also related to this. Not, my thing was about the Pope giving an apology and it, this, and all these statistics and all these and all these and all these. Shut up.
Yes, I am a nerd, bookworm. I'm studious, from my cerebral cortex to my gluteus.
I think I've said this before, but I kind of just, these videos, to me, they feel like I'm on FaceTime with everybody who is on YouTube, if you watch my videos and you only watch for 2 seconds and click away, that is the equivalent to someone being like, oh, sorry, I can't talk right now, and then never calling you back. Also, in English class today, my brain, for some reason, I let it go on autopilot, and we were playing the Wordle. You know what I guess the Wordle was? I wasn't really paying attention, and my teacher was like, oh, the word ends in "ide," and I was like, oh, like fluoride. Fluoride does not have 5 letters in it. And like, people are like, huh, you think you're really funny. And I'm like, guys, I was not trying to be funny. I just, my brain didn't stop telling my mouth to speak. And I feel like that's something that happens way too often for me. Like, this guy, well, actually, the huz, I'm not calling him that. This guy from my French class last semester was like, oh yeah, sometimes you say things and like it's just like you think and you don't stop speaking. I'm like, yeah. So my best friend, who is a guy, so I guess not my best friend who is a guy, but like my guy best friend, um, he got added back by his crush, and I feel so proud of him. I literally was like, oh, it's like I'm a baseball coach watching little T get a home run. I'm so proud. Although he does not have very good riz. Like he kind of just like riz the like well, kind of just like has to riz by existing. And so which he can do, but this is a girl that he doesn't really talk to in real life. Like he knows her and she knows him, but they're not really that chatty. Like they knew each other in like grade 4. And I was like, bro, I don't think you're gonna be that lucky, but yeah. So basically, just the past couple months, I've kind of been giving him tips on how to talk to girls, but he doesn't really like add girls on anything. So it's like my advice has been going to nothing, and now my advice is going to something. My foot's asleep. So I think I should move on to the contour. The contour. The blue contour. I'm gonna use this brush, but I want to clean it first. So I did clean all of them before, but like I just wanted to make sure that it's like, you know, really clean. I'm gonna use a dark blue. Okay, I don't know how well this is gonna work. This is like very experimental. Touch, 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 touch. Much, 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 much. Okay, my foot is actually really annoying me with how asleep it is. Um, but I think, you know, aside from some streakiness in the white, the blue actually looks really good. I think it looks really good. You know those girls who always have way too much blush on? I feel like that, but blue. You could say it's kind of blue.
You might say it looks sort of blue.
Okay, so I'm gonna put powder on this. Well, actually, I'm gonna put powder. Well, I'm gonna put powder on the blue, and then do some blush. You know what? I just like looked in the mirror and realized what I was giving, because I was thinking about James Charles, right? And James Charles has that one photo where he's white, like just completely white. And that's what I remind myself of. So, thank you, James. Oh, so random kid just called me. Realized who that was. Like not like realized who that was is and like I recognized the number, but the kid had his caller ID on, and like basically what happened is in one of my classes last semester, like my free study period thing, where it's just like a bunch of kids in a classroom studying. Um, Pretty much, this kid, like we put a bunch of fake phone numbers on the board saying that they were ours, and then this kid put his actual phone number on the board, and so we kept on calling it. Um, and yeah, basically, ever since then, like I kind of forgot that random kid had my phone number. But I think he's trying to call someone else from my MSIP. Look at this. It feels so like,
Wow.
it feels so like, you know? I want to add a little bit more of like the darker pink too. Look how good it looks. My foot's. This is really annoying me. I'm sorry. Like, I know I keep talking about it, but it's really annoying. Anyone's opinion who has like made it this far, how do you feel about the microphone placement and volume? Because I know that sometimes I like it gets quieter in my things, so just let me know. Do we think the lip should be black too? Or do we think the lip should be blue? Or do we think the lip should be red? These are good. I feel like if my eyebrows are black, then they should be black. Yo, I feel like that looks really stupid. Or does it? Yeah, no? Yeah, no. So red is in fact the most loved color in this palette. Hold on, let's take a look. Okay, so I have decided classic red cow clown lip. They told you everything was waiting for you. They told you everything was set in stone.
Wow.
Okay, I'm gonna correct this with white. But I think I'm almost done. I'm gonna add mascara. So I love mascara. Okay, so my phone just wanted to say that I don't have enough storage. Girl, you're funny. Either way, like, I'm literally, like, almost done. It's fine. I can time-lapse this, but guess not. Okay, so this is officially... Okay, wait, actually, give me a second. Okay, so this is officially the completed look. Actually, let's put the hair down. This is the completed look. Hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did.